Hey there guys, how's it going? Another episode of CheetiChat brought to you in part by YouTube.com and Twitch.tv. Yeah, we're alive. Hey SiriBot, welcome on through, great to see ya. And then let's go ahead and auto find and activate. There it is, show it. And now we're live. Yeah, hold on. I want to fix that. That right there. I want to fix that. Yeah, you can't see what I'm talking about, but there's a little thing up there. Oh, wait, is my mouse on the screen? Oh no. Float in world. Oh, and right there. There we go. Yeah. Guys, I think we're actually all good. We're all good. Yeah. Today is Friday. You know what that means. It's time to relax, chill, and maybe have some fun. A little party mode if you know what I mean. Yeah. Hello, Bean. I can't see who that is just yet because your thing hasn't... Oh, who is this? Who is this? Oh, it's Lishy. Hi, Lishy. Oh! Hi, Lishy. Welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? Wow, did YouTube notifications go out today? That's pretty cool. That never happens. Hope you're having a great day there, Lishy. It's Friday. It's time. It's time to play a guitar. Enjoy some music. Maybe not even of your own. Hi, Bagel Days. Welcome on through. Guys, we got everything working now, I think. Oh, there's like a hair. Oh, that's annoying. Can I put these in my pocket? How about back here? Ah! Aw, thanks for the fish. I really enjoy those. There's a hair in my headset. Oh my gosh, where is it? Oh my gosh, like there's this one thing that this headset does that's really annoying. It grabs my hair. I mean, if I got my hair cut, it probably wouldn't be so bad, but you know. Oh, Lishy, your name's a little different. Not a good day. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Bean. I hope your day gets better. Hi, White Wolf. How's it going? Sup, Snack, he says. Sveno, hi. How do you do? You know, the weird thing is if I bring up the Steam user interface, everything gets smoother. I don't understand that, but, you know, whatever. Sveno has enjoyed a whole bunch of awesome things as of recent. They've been kind of traveling a little bit, and it's really cool to hear that. You just got rid of 600 pounds? Or is that euros? 600 euros? Like you got rid of 600 euros worth of stuff, or you spent 600 euros on something? Sveno says, I'm good. Ah, very cool. I'm doing pretty good myself. I got one heck of a good sleep last night, which was good because I finally caught up on all the sleep I've been having issues with. So now I'm like all rested up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Yeah. White Wolf says I got a new phone. Ah, neat. What kind of phone did you get? Did you stay with I think you were on a Android phone before. Sveno says I played VRC with a friend and then my headset died, and then I played with another friend whose affiliate anniversary is today, and then the headset died again. Well, that's the thing that stinks about the battery powered stuff. That's the thing that I was trying to get myself away from when I got the borrow arrow thing. But I still have to worry about the controllers dying. But I mean, at least the controllers have like 6 to 7 or maybe 8 hours of battery life, which is pretty cool. I wish I could. Oh, I can show you these. Hold on. For the Quest headsets, there's these things. Let me see if I can put it in the camera here. For the Quest headsets, where it's here's the camera, they have these little things. They're like one single cell 18650 things, and they have the charger for the Quest there, and then you charge them over here, and they're just a little puck that goes on the side of your headset, and they're really, really cheap usually, and they just go on the side of your headset and they hang there. They add a little bit of weight to it, but they'll usually give you like an extra hour or maybe 2 hours depending on how much brightness you got going on in the headset. And I usually buy 2 of those and just have one charging all the time, and then excuse me, I have one charging all the time, and then the other one, like, I just swap them back and forth, and it's basically unlimited battery. It's pretty cool. I don't know what that was. I apparently grabbed something. I did grab something. There's like a space up there now. I'm trying to do this with a VR controller. This is not working. Hey, meetings. Welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? Sveno says I was plugged in, but the recharge speed was lower than the drain speed. I tried PC VR, but it wasn't detecting my PC. I kind of enjoyed the fact that it was wireless before, but one thing I never really realized is, well, I was on the Quest Pro and I was limited on how much like data I could send to it because of some weird thing that hold on, how do I get it to not do this? There we go. It was like limiting me to like 25 megabits per second of data throughput, and if anyone knows anything about bit rates and stuff like that, there was just like artifacts all over the place all the time, and I just learned to get used to it. But then I got on this headset and there is no artifacting anywhere, and it's like, whoa, what a difference. Like, people's avatars look so pretty now. Why is the eye tracking not working? Excuse you. There we go. Maydeen says, are you on the Varo right now? Yeah, I'm on the Varo. I ended up, Maydeen's, by the way, because you and I were talking about this, I did end up swapping the 3080 for a 5070 Ti, which is significantly more powerful than the 3080. It's not a 5080 because the price jump from the 5070 Ti to the 5080 is like quite large, and then like the performance between the 5070 Ti and the 5080, did I say that right? 5070 Ti and then the 5080 wasn't anywhere near as big as a jump between the 3080 and the 5070 Ti. So I was like, I'll go right there. It's pretty nice. It's much better, yeah. I am having some really weird, although I don't think I'm using the full body right now, but I am having some weird like issues. I still got to figure out the watchdog things, because the full body seems to like just want to do what it wants to do. I'm not even using it right now. I am wearing it, but I'm not using it because it's acting really funny, and it would be really bad to turn it on right now. But like, it doesn't always do it, so I don't know if like maybe Smiley's laptop, because he's working in there right now, I don't know if maybe he's using a frequency that these things talk on, because it only does it seemingly when he's working. So maybe he's doing something. Maydeen says, I just need the VRAM and I still need more. Yeah, I tried running the headset at its like native resolution. Or yeah, well, I tried that and I ran out of VRAM kind of fast. So I'm running it, what am I running it at right now? Like 25 or 27 ppd right now. And I was at one of the Huawei Wednesday meetups and it actually like did pretty well. The one before that, I was running at like a full resolution. Obviously, I have to load everyone's avatars in to record the Wowie Wednesday video, and I ran out of VRAM and I was lagging a whole bunch. People were laughing. I was like, oh no, it's happening again. But I didn't crash, so that's cool. I have a budget, I think you mean budget of 2400. Yeah. I don't even know at this point. I've swapped hardware so many times on this machine. I don't know how much money has actually been put into this machine at this point. I know that if I were to go for all of the normal prices on everything that's in this machine right now, it's not cheap. But I didn't pay full price for almost any of this stuff, so that's pretty cool. Svenno says that that's if I spend anything. Or everything. What are you using for a PC for? I think they don't main VR on their machine. I think they do a lot of other stuff as well, so they have to like have it not be just VR ready. Lishy says, thank you so much for helping me talk in Wednesday with other people. That's no, absolutely, Lishy. I forget if you played your guitar. I don't remember you playing. Were you playing your guitar on Wednesday? I think you brought it out for a little bit, but you didn't play it for very long. But like that's something that will really like, because you have the thing where it's like, I don't know how to start a conversation, but if you play your guitar, people are going to come to you and they're going to want to talk to you, you know. And they'll be like, oh, can you play this? Oh, can you play that? Like, oh, that's really cool. Like that'll be like your thing. Everyone's got their thing that they're good at. You know, I can't play guitar. I can't play harmonica. I can kind of play the piano a little bit. But I'm more of a person. I'm more good at like just in general talking, because I talk a lot, which is cool because I used to not be that way. Hi, Cynic. Welcome on through, Bean. I like to have PCV. Oh, I missed that message. I need to get another chat thing up so I can start reading these messages. Svenno says I've only got one stroopwafel left. Oh no. Oh no. Is it possible to upload my Ponytown OC for you to use on streaming avatars? I don't think so, unfortunately. The way that the ones that are on here now, the way that it works now is that the creator of that pack put together a couple of them, and I don't know how they actually did it, but you can't just like take a snapshot of the pony avatar and then put it in. I was kind of hoping that maybe you could like have like all the options and stuff and select a certain thing so you could recreate it in streaming avatars. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that. I guess maybe what I could do is if we can get like a couple of snapshots of your character just normally, but only a few. Like I can't recreate the entire thing so it looks super fluid or anything, but I could maybe get it to look somewhat like you know, so that you could be you here. Cynic says you can, but it's a lot of work. I used to do that for certain people like 5 or 6 years ago. That's trying to keep in mind how long ago it was at this point. I used to do that. I would take like some very simple, like maybe 5 or 6 like snapshots of someone's character, and then line it up and all that stuff. But it literally takes like 30 minutes per person, and if there's like 30 people here, that can be a very time-consuming thing. Lishy says I did not play. It was too anxious. Aw. Sorry to hear that, Bean. But it was really cool to see you be there that day, and I really am proud of you for coming back a second time and trying again. That was really cool of you. Maydeen says also Svenodiscus. Do you mean full PC rebuild or just upgrade when you mentioned it? I think they're doing a full PC upgrade. I think their current PC is like a little out of date, and they want to do like, I think they might be like on AM4, and like an older, I think they might be on a 1650 if I remember. Guys, it's been 15 minutes. Are you guys ready? It's time for water. It's time for food. Check your posture. You've got this. Like, it's easy to make that on the website. It's easy to make it on the website. Basically, what I need is maybe like a picture of you standing, just normally. And then maybe if you can get me a picture of your character doing 2 walking motions. So one where your feet are forward this way and another one where your feet are forward this way. I'm trying to think what the other options are. One of them would be sit. So if you can get your character to sit down, so you can type ! sit, your character will actually sit on the ground. So far 4. I could probably figure it out. I just need. There's a total of like 6 or 7 animation things that I need for it to work correctly. I'll have to look into it. It's been a long time since I've done it. Cynic says, "Ooh, speaking of PCs, our school server had some issues today, and I had to fix it. Hey, pretty cool." Sven on Discus says, "Yeah, NVIDIA GTX 1650 Super. Ooh." Very cool, very swag. I like it. Does that mean you only have 4 gigs of memory in that? Because that, I think the 1650 had 4 gigs, but I forget if the super version, they upgraded it to maybe 6. I know the 1660 had 6. Hey Creeper, welcome on through. Guys, if you didn't know, Creeper right there, Creeper the Duck is also a Twitch content creator. If you want to check them out, they're just getting started, so if you want a chance to watch someone grow, they're right there. Cynic says it wasn't booting for some reason, and it literally, the way we fixed it was by sticking in a bigger screwdriver. I'm sorry, what? Sticking in a bigger screwdriver where? Where did you put what? What do you mean? You're not talking about like a fuse or something, are you? I hope you're not talking about putting a bigger screwdriver as a fuse. Lishy says we talked with your... Oh, thank you so much. I missed that message. If you could retype that for me. Sveno says, despite the super in its name, it lost support 2 years ago. Wait, they dropped support for the 1650 already? That is amazing. I think they might have just stopped the support for the 1060, which is what is in my computer over there. I may have to jumpstart the power pins. Do you guys not have like a power button on it? In the PC, I hope, says Sveno. Cynic says because the button wasn't doing anything. Well, at least it's a server, so it's like it's not something that technically needs to be restarted or turned on or off all the time. It's probably just constantly running. So now you just have a screwdriver on the side of the table next to it with the side off, and you just go, whoop, there you go, power on. Creeper says, sitting at work, sadly, Tarkov was good this morning, did get one-tapped. Oh no. Dang, that stings about the 1650 there, Sveno. Sorry to hear that. We talked with your pink friend and Turk. Thank you, Hayo. No worries, Lishy. Anytime. Meeting says, at least for what I see, a 1570 Ti is basically a $200 to the cheapest 5080. Yeah, but I was like looking up like performance numbers between the 5070 Ti and the 5080, and the jump between, like performance-wise, between the two cards. Like this has the same VRAM, and I think it was also like much more power hungry, so like the performance jump was not that much. And I think I also have an OC'd version of this card too. It's a dang big one. I forget what it's called, a WindForce triple OC or something. It's a pretty big card, but it's more power efficient so far than the 3080 that I had in there before, because the room in here actually doesn't get anywhere near as hot. And the wattage that the machine is pulling is on top of reinstalling Windows and it acting like it's supposed to. It's 200 watts less now that it's using to do this than it was when I had the 3080 and the old version of Windows in there. Technically, I didn't need to upgrade from the 3080 to the 5070 Ti, but I'm like, if I'm going to use this Varo Aero with the high definition displays in it, I might as well. It has to be restarted regularly. I think a power button would be important for you guys then. It's like maybe $1 or $2 to possibly do that, and just have it like lay on the side somewhere where you can just click it. Madine says for the same VRAM but slightly lower clocks. Yeah, I've heard some people they just overclock the 5070 Ti and then get 5080 performance. You'd be horrified if you knew. Oh, I missed that message. Darn, I just noticed the system is down again. Oh no, I think it's actually broken. Are you technically working right now, Cynic? Madine says having to borrow is basically required to spend way too much. Yeah. Creeper says room doesn't get as hot. You have a firearm going back there. It's like, yeah, my computer takes 50 BMGs. You know, I'm no longer a 22 long rifle computer. I'm a 50 BMG computer now. Yeah. It takes 500,000 50 BMGs to run this computer for 5 seconds. Cookie! Yeah! You also got your GPU before the launch? The launch of the headset or the launch of the GPU? If it's the GPU, how did you do that? Creeper says doesn't. Yeah, I had a feeling that's what you meant. I hate this phone. Dude, my phone's been being stupid with some words. Like, I'll type out a word and it'll accept it, and then I'll go to the next word, and then it'll go and recreate the old word into something that's not right. It's so stupid. Sveno says, have a stroopwafel and give one to Smiley. A 770K? That's pretty cool. A 5070 Ti. How'd you get the 5070 Ti before launch? That's pretty cool. On Windows 10, not Windows Server. Oh. Sveno says, yeah, mine has been doing that recently too. Creeper the Duck says, I'm turning off all this crap tonight. Yeah, I've been thinking about it, but like I've turned off autocorrect before, and it's surprising how bad my typing actually is on the phone. And that actually might be one of the reasons why it autocorrects too much, is because I type so many wrong things. But I actually see me type something, and then it like recreate, like I don't know, I like sometimes I type a whole sentence and then it'll go back like 5 words and go, oh, you meant this over here. I'm like, no, I already typed what I wanted and I did it correctly. Don't correct that. AI, if that's what that is. I don't know. Hold on, let me get the stroopwafel. Give me just a moment here. I'm gonna go and see, because Sveno said give one to Smiley, so I'm gonna go offer it to him, but I don't know if he'll take it or not. Cynic also says they are also 2 desktops in the labs where all the students sit, and I have to regularly come over because people keep kicking them and disconnecting the power cables. Cable management. I guess that's what you gotta do there. Madine says it released a long ago. Why haven't I heard a word about it? I thought it just released since they're doing the 5080 Super Q1. I wonder what the 5080 Super is going to have. Is it going to have like more memory? I hope not. It's because that was why I didn't get the 5080. If they had more memory on the 5080, I would have went with that. But it was the same amount of memory that was in the 5070 Ti, and I'm like, there's no point for me. I would love to have 32 gigs of VRAM, but that is a significant jump in price to get that. Oh, come on. Gosh dang it. Man. Sometimes I hate how fast like technology moves forward. However, I did get the card from a store that does allow for trade-ins if you get it from the same store. So if I take this card in like a couple months and go, hey, I want to trade this card in, I won't get as much money as I paid for it, unfortunately, but I'll get a huge chunk of it towards the new card, and hopefully it won't be too much. Cheese says, too much tech talk. Sorry, I'm being a nerd. I don't get to do this very often. Come on, give me a little leeway. Hello, Lishy. Micro Center, Madine's. if you buy a card from Micro Center, they have a system where they keep track of the number or the ID of the card. And if you take the card back in and it matches up, and then they'll do like a couple tests on it to make sure that it's actually still functional, they'll give you a certain, I think it's like a higher amount than it's worth probably to somewhere else where you would trade it in, because it's a card that they know they sold. They know it's a good card, and if it still works, they'll take it. They took the 3080 back, even though it was over 30 days. They took that card back and gave me full price. Although I did get it used, so it's not like that much, but it was still pretty decent. Sveno says, I'm going to have no reserves by the end of this. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to go offer Smiley a stroopwafel, and I'll have one myself. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's the USB connection. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Yeah, the pawn shop will be like, yeah, $50. And then they'll sell it for like $4.50. I hate those stores. Testing. Okay, so I switched over to the wireless headset here. I do have to take off the full body tracker since they're not even working right now anyway. I have a pretty cool setup. So like, here's let me just show this to you guys real quick. Here's my there's a little belt there, and it's got this the Vive wand. This is my waist tracker. I know it's not a Vive tracker, but it's literally the freaking same thing. So there you go. And there's a little battery pack down there that charges it, because this is a 2016 controller, and it's like really dead. The battery anyway. Where'd Hio go? Oh, I'm going to give Smiley a stroopwafel, but I think if I'm going to give him one, I'm actually going to go and make a cup of coffee for him and then actually give him it properly. So hold on a second. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I tricked him into a cup of coffee. He doesn't have one right now, so I'm going to go downstairs real quick. If you guys want to talk right now, if you're over on Twitch, you can use, I think it's even working on YouTube as well. If you type !say space your message, keep it under 20 words, you can still talk. But I'm going to make Smiley a cup of coffee here real quick, so that he can properly enjoy the stroopwafel. I told him that the stream, you guys, wanted him to have one, because he was originally not going to do it. And I was like, the stream said they wanted you to have one. And he's like, oh, okay, you tricked me. And he's like, how about a cup of coffee to go along with it? He's like, no. I'm like, but it goes with that. I'm like, and then he goes, oh, okay, a cup of coffee. So we're giving them 2 treats today. A cup of coffee, which is what I normally do anyway, and then a stroopwafel to go along with it. We're treating Smiley today. Let's see. We'll give him the cup of time. The 2 birds, 1 bond cup. A nice stroopwafel. The famous Dutch stroopwafel caramel-filled cookie.
Why don't fish like playing basketball? They are terrified of nets.
They're terrified of nets. That's funny. That's a good one. I like that.
Did you remember to ask Smiley to show you what I sent him?
He said that. Oh, well, he said that you and him were talking. I'm assuming that's a creeper there. Yeah, I think. He told me that you guys were talking. He did not show me what you guys were talking about, though, but I know it had something to do with pew-pews. You'll have to give me just a second here. I'm actually heating up some water in the kettle. That's right, we use kettles for coffee.
What day of the week do all fish dislike the most?
Friday. Please tell me it's Friday. That'd be hilarious.
Friday.
Yes, I knew it. That's actually a new one to me, too. I'm surprised I got that. That's awesome. Don't forget, right now I'm currently AFK from the computer, so I cannot read the screen right now. But if you want to be heard, type !say space the message. Oh, that sounded like a boss battle there.
Damn, it was funny. I'll just DM what I sent him.
Yeah, just take a screenshot and then send it to me if you want. That'd be pretty cool. And then we pour our nice hot water into the coffee cup.
How do you spot a Cinderella fish? They have glass flippers.
Nice. Okay, there we go. And normally, so I make him a cup of coffee, and we add our Cafe Bustelo. It's a relatively well-known Mexican espresso coffee. But he's an espresso drinker.
What did the fish say when he swam into the wall?
I don't know.
Damn.
DAM. Yep. No, I'm not going to do that. All right. Normally, I put a little ice cube in there to kind of cool it down a little bit so he can drink it. But I'm not going to do that because he's got a stroopwafel to heat up now. And we need the heat of the coffee to do that. Turn that off. All right, now we head back upstairs.
What do you call a fish that is acting like a jerk? A son of a beach.
Nice. I'll be right back, guys. I need to go into the office real quick.
What do you call a fish that can sing?
I don't know. What's that?
A tuna fish.
Nice. That hand and that hand. There we go. Oh, wait, my stroopwafel. Where'd I put it? Oh, no. Where's my stroopwafel? There it is. Hi. Eye tracking is being a little funky today. I don't know why. Hi, meetings. Welcome back. well, welcome back to myself anyway. Cookie. It likes to be funny. Yeah, it's a little bit more temperamental than the tracking of the Quest Pro, but it's definitely been nice not having to deal with all of the downfalls of the Quest Pro. So I am very much okay with this.
What kind of bird can you buy at the grocery store? A kiwi.
Hey, thanks, Creeper. Well, the part where it has a battery that you have to worry about, and then the issue with the wireless transmission, which really stinks sometimes, and then also the controllers that just in general, from everyone I've talked to that has a Quest Pro, they hate it. Even the people who buy the Quest Pro controllers for like their Quest 2 or 3 or 3S, they're like, nah, wasn't worth the $300. I returned those.
Because they're always in schools.
Why? Oh, you said it. Why are fish so smart? Because they're always in schools. Yep. All right, here we go. Should I have a coffee with my stroopwafel? I forgot the straw. Darn. But yeah, Maydeens, I'm using just a regular camera to do the mouth tracking, so I can do this now.
Must have a drink with it.
Yeah!
Yes.
Must have a drink with it. Yes, says Zephyrus. Maydeens says, I used a Quest Pro controller for 2 hours. I hated it. The amount of times they disconnect is so annoying. Yeah, guys, it's Friday. It's Friday. Hold on, where's my trash? And this, so the stroopwafels, which I already have out of the thing, the stroopwafels, and then also the coffee. These ones are very, very kindly donated to the channel from Svenodiscus. So I really appreciate that. Let's make sure we have enough water, and we do. Oh, there we go. Oh, what the heckies? Oh, that's like solidified. There we go. There we go. Yep. And then we select 8 ounces. Yeah, we're gonna go 8 ounces for this one. And then capsule. And then we let that brew.
Being British, I must always have biscuits with tea.
Mm-hmm. Lishy says, awesome, hi-o bird. Aw, Bean, you're awesome yourself. In your own way. I think I need to reset the birdie's camera. They seem to have scooted it down a little bit. Nova Vipatwagon says, oh God, it's a hi-o. No. I'll try to be good, but the thing is that the chat is doing dad jokes today, so I can't promise anything. But hi Nova, welcome on in. How you doing today? It's Friday. It's time for some chillaxing times. You nailed it with the perfect energy. Yeah. Yeah, Zephyrus lives in the future. Yeah. That means it's going to be nighttime very shortly for them. It's already 2:30 over here. I think that means it's like 6 or 8 for them right now. Not sure. Let's go conquer something. Perhaps Cheety's top left ear. No. 1932. See, I don't do the 24-hour thing, so I actually don't know what the heck that means. But it's a certain amount of hours, and that sounds like it's past what we're currently at. So, yeah, I think we're currently at 14. Hold on, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we're at 14:32.
I hated facial hair, but then it grew on me. Why do fish love basketball?
They're great at sinking shots. Alicia says, I'm a parakeet. Heck yeah. You're a little bird. Little tiny bird. Come on, pop it. I'm trying to pop a
Tweet.
tweet. Nova Viper says, spent all day changing passwords to something I'll remember and I'll forget it already. I hate changing passwords. It's such a pain in the butt. Zephyr says, say tweet. Hold on a second, I got my coffee. And here is my stroopwafel. We'll put that on top of there. And I'll wait. What is it? Is it 2 minutes or 5 minutes? I forget. Come on, open. Open. Guys, I got a broken eyeball. Madine says, I used 24 hours long enough to have 12-hour time confusing me. Uh-oh.
Wah.
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 Here we go.
Wah. 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 Wah.
Oh, it stopped. Okay, why are you not opening? Nova Viper says, so glad I never had that.
It really takes guts to be an organ donor.
That is very true. Madine says also, what program are you using for the mouth? I'm using Project Babel. Oh, that's a very wide open mouth. My goodness. Sometimes taking the headset off for a second and just recalibrating it works. Hold on, let's try that. Take the headset off, put it back on. I find sometimes just cleaning the ring around the edge kind of fixes it too. So let me try that real quick. Oh. Boop. Oh, wait a minute, now it works. I didn't do anything. I just took the hits. I did the same thing I did a second ago. All right, whatever, that works.
Nothing but smudges.
Well, I keep taking the headset off to do stuff in the room, and then I think, like, because my hair is not long, but long enough that it would be touching the rings on the inside of the headset that do the eye tracking. And I'm sure that that's probably confusing it a little bit. Sveno says, oh, my mom told me something stupid recently. In the UK, if you sell a kidney, you will get a couple grand, but the company that sends it off to the recipient gets Wait, the recipient gets 150K, or they have to charge them 150K for it?
Got roughly 10 minutes before leaving for work.
Oh. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day at work today, Zephyrus. Zephyrus says, I think that is illegal. Organ donation is free. Wow. It's like one of the things that's happening recently is that some files are not working correctly, but others are. Can someone do the exclamation point toss command real quick? See if it does the sound effect. I don't know if there's like a file missing somewhere I have to find. Oh, it works now. Yesterday it didn't work. It just works now. Whatever. Sure, I'll take that. I like it when things just happen to fix themselves. That's awesome. Many adults are considered donors after death unless they have opted out. I think it's something kind of similar over here as well. We have a organ donation thing. Oh, hold on, let me read this real quick. Cheesecake says, so my friend has a medical emergency yesterday evening, and after almost a whole day of silence, he confirmed that he... Oh, it's been forever since we've seen that one. Yeah! Things are working! Great job, everyone! But that's awesome. I'm happy that they're okay. You just have to keep in mind that if they're not responding to your messages and stuff like that, they are like... Zephys. See, now that it works, now Zephys can't help themselves. But yeah, they're probably like sleeping the entire time. I can only imagine how exhausting it is to have like yourself being taken care of by people. I'm up to number 49 on my blood donation. I haven't done a blood donation in a long time, but I think they ask questions that would like what is your preference for this or that and stuff like that, and I'm not sure, but I think, what is it? Is it the Red Cross that does this, or is it someone else? But if you're in a, like for instance, Smiley and I are in a relationship, and if because of that they're like, no, we won't take your stuff. Silly stuff like that. I don't know if it's the Red Cross that does that though. That might be someone else.
What happened? I fell asleep at the wheel and now my car is upside down.
Oh yeah. Steno says, oh yeah, it's the most exhausting thing ever. The drugs don't help. Yeah, I mean they make the pain stop, but you know, you're still gonna be sleepy. I remember when I got my what are those things called? The wisdom teeth pulled. I had a total of 4 I needed to get pulled out, and I only got 2 of them in one go. And the first time I did it, I was loopy as heck, and when I got home, I just laid down and went to sleep. I was like, I'm not doing nothing while I'm feeling like this. I was not a fan of that feeling at all. I did record myself. I don't know where the heck to find that video file anymore, but I did record myself. I was like, yeah, I'm feeling great, guys. It was so silly. I am not going to post that file anywhere, though. Hiya, where's my bird jokes? You don't want them. You said last time I started doing them, and okay, how about this? How do you take care of a sick bird? You give them their daily treatment. Because they don't know the lyrics. Zephyr says, why do hummingbirds hum? Because they can't remember the words. Nova Viper says, I don't want dad jokes, but bird jokes are cute. Haya was a bird dad. That's technically true. Yeah. I don't think that camera, is it still running? Oh no, it's still running. I saw a Peach move. Creeper says, no one's getting my blood. I still hate the fact that I need to get my AIC done. I would like to give my blood. I just don't think... I don't know. I should maybe look into that. Because I love to help people, and if my blood could help somebody like survive a day, or cause I think that's how that usually goes. Your blood will like help somebody survive a day or something like that before they have to do another blood transfusion. So if I could help do that, that'd be pretty cool. I just heard that because of the fact that I'm in a relationship with someone else who's the same.
What's the difference between a fly and a bird?
The bird
can fly, but a fly can't bird.
That's true. Cheesecake, so I'm thinking about doing Helldiver's armor for my mice and Abali models, but after an hour or so I accidentally made my very own and very first avatar. Oh, cool. Once I get a texture face on it, I'm thinking about selling it on Gumroad for $5 whole. Neat. Be careful and make sure that you're not using anybody else's. I love how I'm not using my hands at all and no one has noticed. Oh, crap. Oh, it's like sinking in. Oh, it's like the perfect temperature. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, let me grab the coffee. Oh, this thing is so soggy. I love it. Okay. I'm just going to nibble it. Hold on, let me put the headset back on. There we go. That's the only thing that stinks about this this headset is that I can't just like automatically swap. I can't see the real world with this. I need to look into seeing if I can get like a Halo strap for it so I can see the real world. All right, I'm going to take a nibble of this because it's like probably the longest I've ever left one of these stroopwafels on here for, and it's probably going to be amazing.
What do you call a duck that's always telling jokes?
Oh my god, it's so good. Like, it's not that much sugar, but it tastes so good.
A wise quack.
Meeting says you won't find an alternative strap. Well, then maybe I make something my own. Because it does have the Halo strap.
When a bird is mad at you?
It screams.
They give you the silent treatment.
Oh, I just realized CheetoBot's not there. Why is he not there? Oh, that's so good. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, hi Darius. Have a good one, Zephys. Thanks so much for popping in today. It's always great to see you, Bean. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Or night. I'm not totally sure what my blood type is right now. I was told it, like... Oh, that was my full body tracker. Oh boy, that kind of worried me there for a second. I just randomly saw like a black figure move across the floor over there. I'm like, what the heck was that? It was just one of my trackers freaking out and going across the floor. That scared me so much right there. Cheesecake says... Sorry for the lip smacking noises. Cheesecake says it rained here last night and our Flemish lop mango bolted. I think you're meaning your bunny. Bolted for the messiest and dirtiest mud spot in the yard as soon as Amber opened the door. Got a bath bunny now. Cheesecake says your blood type is liquid Cheeto dust. Uh-oh. I'm just no, imagine that. Like oh, is that going to be the lore? I've got nacho cheese sauce as that sounds so unhealthy. Nacho cheese sauce as blood. I'm not ammonia based. I'm not water blood based. I'm nacho cheese sauce based.
What do you get if you cross a parrot with a woodpecker?
Sinful Dio. Sinful Dio. There we go. Says, hello, Cheaty. Nice to see you on the internet again. My computer works again. Finally. Thank you so much.
A bird that talks in Morse code.
What do you get when you cross a parrot with a woodpecker? A bird that talks in Morse. Yeah, that's true. Type C blood? Wait, is that a thing or is that like USB? Or is that a USB-C joke? Oh, that'd be kind of funny if because I know I'm pretty sure it's type O or type O plus or something like that. That's like universal to basically everyone. But it'd be kind of funny if type C, like they change it to be type C, because you know USB type C is like universal to a whole lot of stuff right now. That'd be pretty cool. Sveno says that sounds like bottled cardiac arrest. Yeah. Creeper says, my blood type should be pure hatred, caffeine, and burnt gunpowder. I wonder. Sveno says, I'm going to get hot chalky. Heck yeah. I'm still holding my coffee in my hand. That's why that's one thing that stinks. I don't have hand tracking with this. Wait, but what I do have, and I might be able to do this, I do have a, what is that piece called? The little silver hand tracking thing. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I do have one of those, and I could put it on the front of the headset maybe, and have it look in front of me so I could still have hands when I'm not using the controllers. But what? There are hundreds of different types. But how you doing, Sinful? How's your day going today? Here, let me take the headset off here real quick and sip some of this coffee. I can't sip it normally because the camera gets in the way of the coffee. Somebody mentioned last stream that I should get a straw, and I probably will. I just have to figure out what kind of straw to get. Like, do I want to get a metal one and clean it, or do I want to get the little plastic ones? Excuse me.
I have a joke about Swiss cheese, but it's full of holes.
You dork. Wow, that is still really hot. Holy cow. That's a good one, Zephyrus. Sinful says, I had a really busy day with college and visiting Nanachi, friend, IRL. Thanks. Ooh, what coffee type are you drinking right now? I'm drinking a K-Cup cappuccino. Actually, this is, I can show it to you. It's down here. It's these Donut Shop, the original Donut Shop classic cappuccino, and it says Keurig on there. And that was brought to you in part by Svenodiscus in the chat. They sent me a whole bunch of those. I have like 2 boxes full of them right now. Thank you very much. Did you know that you can send me like food and maybe I'm gonna turn those off. That's kind of flipping me out right there. they're just flying across the screen over there. That's so weird. But yeah, I have a K-Cup machine in here, and I just brew myself a nice cup of coffee, and then I had myself on top of that, thanks to everyone in here, some what are those things called? The stroopwafels, and I put the stroopwafel on top of the K-Cup coffee stuff, and then I have that, and it's delicious. It's absolutely tasty. It looks addictive. I limit myself to these things to only when I'm streaming. I don't have them because there's sugar in these, and I'm not much of a sugar person. But I limit myself to these K-Cups for when I'm streaming so that I don't end up overindulging because I absolutely will. Cheaty seeing trackers out of the periphery and immediately doing bird fear stuff. It's like reset this tracking. Okay, I'll have to keep that up. Well, it's still kind of doing it, but you know, I'll take that.
What is the barista's favorite exercise at the gym?
I don't know. The French press.
French press.
Yeah. I have this habit. I'm doing it right now. I have this habit where I don't know if anybody else does this. Do you guys ever crack your jaw? That sounds really painful, doesn't it? But it's not. It feels really good. It's like cracking your knuckles, which also feels really good. It's a pain in the butt, though, because sometimes it doesn't want to do it. But you can see me doing that. That's wild. My ears pop when I crack my jaw. Oh, that would probably feel pretty cool. Whatever. Come on. Like it's an addictive thing. Here, let's get these hands. Yeah. And look at that. I picked it up and they immediately work. You have no idea like how much of a pain in the bottom the Quest Pro controllers are. They like to, if you sit still for 5 seconds, they shut off. There we go. Whew. Guys, it's been 15 minutes. Are you staying hydrated? Are you checking your posture? Huh? Have you had your food today? Actually, I haven't had my food today. What time is it right now? 2:53. Did I have food today? Oh. Oh, crap. I don't know if I had food yet today. Well, that's interesting. Did I not have food today? Yeah. Sinful says posture improving. Hydration is optional. At least I'm staying hydrated. I'm having coffee. There's water in coffee. Sinful says, don't you suffer if you don't eat? I've been on a diet as of recent that has basically made my body not absolutely require food all the time. So I didn't wake up until maybe 10 or 11 today, which sounds pretty late, but I've been waking up at like 5 or 6 in the morning every day for the past week and a half now. And I've been losing sleep because of this. So today I finally was able to catch up on that. At least I hope so. I feel great, mind you. But that means I missed breakfast this morning. And then noon happened, and I don't think I had anything yet. Whoops. Guys, I love the fact that I tell you guys to make sure you're taking care of yourself, but then I don't. Practice what you preach. Cheesecake says, good job, Goober. No, eat. No, I gotta eat something at some point. Posture? Come on. Creeper says, I've had food, have my water, and snack right next to me. I'm styling. Yeah. Cheesecake says, I improved my posture a second ago, and now my back hurts. I'll be lucky if I don't become an old hunchback at 30. Well, you know, just take care of yourself. Just keep in mind, you don't want to end up being... I'm sure you guys have seen this before, and I feel really bad for these people when I see them. But the people who have the walkers and they're walking somewhere, and they're literally, like, hunching over, and they are literally looking at the ground. They know where they're going, but they're literally looking at the ground. And that, I feel so bad for the people that are in that position. But when you hunch over and stuff like that all the time, that is what generally happens to you. So, you know, keep in mind, looking down at our phones all the time will maybe take a toll on us at some point. So just make sure when you're not looking at the phone to, well, you know, check your posture every so often and make sure you're actually sitting up straight so that your back can decompress a little bit. Cheetie, please. Yes, don't get your feathers ruffled too much. You must take care of your bestest way possible. Nice. The chair leans back. Sue me. No, leaning back in a chair is not bad. It's when you... Like, I don't know if I can do it because I don't have the full body on right now, but like when you have your phone out and you're like this, that does, over an extended period of time, that can negatively affect you. But if you're like laying back in the chair, but your back is actually straight, you're not doing any... I don't think you're doing anything bad to yourself doing that. Cheesecake says, my family has some backwards medical genetics from FR Frill. Is that cut off? FR ill. I'll probably spontaneously combust in the next 5 seconds and blast radiation from my pores. Is that cut off? That shouldn't be cut off. It does kind of look like maybe the right angle of it is a little off on the edge there. Alright guys, it's been... we've been streaming for an hour, so I think what I want to start doing is just a little advertisement, basically. Not necessarily an advertisement, but just like a boost. Don't forget, guys, we are currently trying to help Lizard. We are currently doing a charity stream right now, and we'll probably continue to do this over time because I kind of like this. But we are currently benefiting Feeding America, which is kind of important to give a moment because there's a lot of people out there who might be having some trouble getting food on their tables right now. We've already raised a whole $75 of our goal of only $100. So if anybody would like to donate, you definitely can. Your name will come up over here and the top donors over here. This can be filled up with, I think, about 8 people. And then it'll base it off of who's donated the most at that point. And then what I want to maybe do at some point is make it so that we have a special little spot on our Discord server where you guys can talk with each other and I can talk with you and we can talk about what we would like to benefit next once we hit our goal. But yeah, we're just basically doing a little charity thing. Just chat, have some fun and everything. No advertisements on here, but if you'd ever like to donate anything, you definitely can. Not to me, but to the charity. FR means for real. Ah, okay. According to my adopted daughter, Erica. Gotcha. Sinful says it's great you're doing that. Cheaty, I forgot you're from America. Yeah, I'm from America. I'm in, if you ever see the little sign there, which is probably backwards for you guys right now, but it does say Ohio from Ohio. Yeah. Hey, Ohio from Ohio.
Ho ho, bird in Ohio.
Ho ho. Ho ho. Bird in Ohio, yeah. I'm glad to see that the chat system is still working for YouTube as well, because I was having trouble with that a while ago. Hi, Lishy. It is getting a little toasty in here. What temperature is it? Oh, it's 80. It might be time to turn the fan on. It is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. Alexa, what is 80 degrees in Celsius? It's about 27 degrees Celsius in here right now, or 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's currently pretty nice and chill outside right now. But I'm going to make the fan pull air in. And then I'm going to turn this fan on and blow it towards me. There we go. Hold on. Maybe I should take that. I should maybe also take the sweater off too. It was really cold in here before, but now it's nice and toasty. Oh, yeah, there you go. Nicely done there, Sveno. Sveno says, I'm going to do a stroop dip. Heck yeah. The one I had, I think I left it on there for about 5 to 10 minutes. That was so soggy and gooey, and it was so good. I just love the... Okay, not that bad. The only thing that stinks about like using the fan to pull in cold air, especially now, is that you get a lot of weird smells coming from outside. It smells like somebody's got a fireplace going out there, but it's not too bad, so we're good. Lishy says, why do you use Fahrenheit? Fahrenheit is what we use here in the United States. I have been trying to learn Celsius. I've been using my my robo lady over here to kind of do. Whoop! Uh-oh. Ooh. Hello? Oh. Testing. Okay, I think I know what happened. I hit the controller for the camera. Oh wait, hold on. Is the light on? No, the light's still on. Okay, I need to reset Babylonia. Yep, that is crashed. Reset. Okay, there we go. We're good. Maybe I need to like put like a piece of tape on the US because what happened just now is I hit the USB connector up there for the camera, and it made it flip out. In America, yeah, I'm in America. I'm in Ohio. Hey, Ohio from Ohio. Wow. Sven says famous Dutch treat stroopwafel versus famous British treat flake. Ooh, sounds like something I need to try next. Sveno says, Cheaty, how do I use a stroop in a hot drink? Well, for me, how I do it, because the stroopwafel fits right on top of the cup, so when you first get it, it doesn't necessarily dip. So what I do is I eat off one side, like 1/3 of the stroopwafel, and then it makes it smaller one way, and then I just dip it down in there, and then eat it, and it's freaking phenomenal. So it would work really well with your hot cocoa too. Creeper says not Jaffa cakes. Jaffa cakes is probably another one of them. I've never heard of flake before though. That's a new one. Yeah. Which stroopwafel did you get? Mine are caramel filled. I just realized. There we go. Sinful Dio says, on your profile, you say you're Gary's mod, dude. Sadly, I haven't caught you talking about Gmod yet. That's like a I think because I set up my account 4 or 5 years ago, and really, Hayo started off as a pony character, and it was kind of like a way to separate my my real life from my my online life, because at one point I had a different account that I was using, and I had mixed both real life and my online life together. Obviously, when you get to a certain point, that's not smart, because then people are like, oh, I want to know where you live and stuff, and then they start using pictures of like what you've been taking in real life. So I was like, So I restarted as Hayo for the space that I was in, and then it kind of took off. So then I just like made like a Twitch account, a Twitter account, a Blue Sky account, the whole 9 yards. Are you guys fighting? What is that? No, you guys are just making noises. Okay, whatever. I do that sometimes, but I don't really talk about Gmod and all that, even though there's a lot of people who recognize my character. Like, even though some people have only seen the pony version of me, they see the same coloration and stuff like that, and they go, are you the same person from Gmod? I'm like, yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh my god, it's been forever. But no, and I find these people in VR chat all the time. It's like everyone's moved from Gmod over to VR chat now. Gmod is kind of, unfortunately, dead. There's not a whole lot of servers that I would really go to anymore that I can find at the moment. So that's why I don't really talk about it. Minor Caramel, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I used to frequent a couple of different servers, and then there was just a bit of a, how do you say, not a conflict of interest, but there was just a lot of stuff that I wasn't much of a fan of, and I said, you know what, I think I'm done with this. By the way, I saw somebody who was in the chat, and you didn't seem to have had a name. It was just like an @ sign. Hello there to you. If you can let me know what your name is, so I can start talking to you. Creeper says lots of us want the Second Life. I used to do Second Life. I just can't get my head around the silly low frame rate of that game, if you can call it a game. Because like I mean, it was understandable with Gmod, but like Second Life is like actually being properly updated and stuff, and it's like it should run a little better on like what was I running it on before? I think I was running on a 3060 before that failed, and the game was still running at like 15 FPS, and it's like, well, I moved from Gmod, but I've been using like VR chat for the longest time, and the fact that I can look around and it's like 90, 60 FPS, I just can't go back to 15 again. Lishy says, what's your favorite dessert? I have a lot of things that I consider like really nice. Guys, 15 minutes. You know what that means. Check your posture, drink some water, and if you need it, eat some food, which I need to do myself. But Sveno says Flake is super crumbly, chocolate bar, very soft and brittle and milky. So I one of my, because I have two families right now that I Smiley's family and then my family, and they Smiley's family likes to make like these really tasty Italian desserts, and those are all pretty good. I don't know what they're all called, and I get to have them like maybe once or twice a year because of how it works. We're not big on sugar on either of our families right now. So, but when I get a chance to eat those are really good. Red velvet cake. That's probably a really good one. And then my personal favorite is that I can just go to the store and get is called a mint chocolate chip ice cream. The mintiness, the chocolate, the creaminess, and the funny thing is I have like, what do they call it? A quart? I have a quart of it in the freezer, and I've been working on eating that for the past like year. I don't have very much of it. I go in there and I'll have like a spoonful or two and then go about my day. But I'll only do that like maybe once every 2 weeks or even longer. Simple says, what is the countdown on the left side of the screen? Is it until you eat another caramel strip ball? No, the countdown in the bottom left-hand corner, when that goes down to 0, a Pokemon will show up, and you, as the viewer, get a chance to catch it by typing !PokeCatch in the chat. However, if you haven't done it yet, you do have to type !PokeStart to get your Pokédex and stuff, and then you can start doing it. 15 minutes can save you 50% or more on car insurance. Mint is best, yes. Mint is best ice cream, yeah. Sveno says, at the SVP conference, there was an awards banquet with super posh food. The dessert was red velvet Jaffa cake with caramel ice cream and a caramelized leaf sculpture. I need to move the microphone. I'm blowing it up way too much. Testing. There we go. See, that'd be really annoying if somebody had like a subwoofer in the room, and every time I do that, their room shakes. That would be really annoying. Sorry about that. Hey, it looks like you're already started there, Sinful. So in about 9 minutes from now, a Pokemon of some sort will show up down there, and you'll get a chance to catch it by typing !PokeCatch in the chat. It won't say anything right away. And then after about, I think it's 2 minutes, the Pokemon will disappear, and then it'll randomly take like a 50-ish% chance on whether or not you'll catch it or not, and it'll tell you who got it. Well, that's awesome, Sveno. That sounds really tasty, although I don't think I'd be able to handle more than just one of those at a time. Sinful says, is there a pay-to-win option? And I don't think so, actually. Which makes it kind of cool. There's no way to actually, like, you actually have to be in people's streams in order for you to get them. But it costs you nothing. That's the thing. I think that's the main draw of it, is that it costs nobody anything. It's all virtual currencies and stuff like that. Sveno says, yeah, it was filling. Yeah, if I had like all three of those at... Whoa. Go away. If I had all three of those at once, I would probably just fall asleep. Like, that's so much sugar, I would just go into like a sugar shock or something. It's like, oh, I'm so tired. Like what happened to me at, I don't know what it is. Did I eat something or was I just that tired? But, what was it? The U.S. meet for Huawei Wednesday. I could not stay awake. I was so tired. I think I almost fell asleep. I was really close to falling asleep in the Huawei Wednesday thing. I was just sitting in a chair and I'm like, hey guys, you know, I was just really tired, and everyone was like, just go to sleep, dude, it's good. Sveno says, although the portion size was small and I didn't eat much else that day. I miss sugary things. I used to love sugar. Just these days, it's like it actually makes me like if I have a regular Coca-Cola, not the sugar-free version, but the regular Coca-Cola. You know how it has caffeine in it? It just makes me tired. I think it's just because of the sugar content. Do you guys realize how much sugar's in Coca-Cola? It's a lot. There's a lot of sugar in that stuff. Maydeen says, I don't miss anything sugar. I like it on a very slight occasion. I don't like to have it all that much anymore. One of the reasons is I used to have like every time I went to the dentist, they're like, you have this many cavities, you have this many cavities, you have this many cavities. Smiley, like 10 years ago, no, what's it, 11? No, 12. It might even be 12 now. 12 years ago was like, you should just take sugar out of your diet. And I was a little hesitant at first because I loved my sugar. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to take sugar out of my diet. And you want to know the funny thing? Never again did I get a cavity. I have not had a cavity in like 10 years. So when I think about that, it's like, I could have this piece of chocolate right now, and I could have like a piece of chocolate every single day, and then have to spend however much to get cavities filled, or I could not spend money on candy or whatever, or sodas, and then like with sugars and stuff like that in it, and then not pay however much for cavity fixes. So yeah. Creeper says, I didn't care about sugar until I couldn't have it. See, if something in your life said you can't have any sugar at all, or like a really limited amount, like something tells you like you can't do this, like you can't. The word can't would bother me a little bit. You know, it's like even if I wanted to, I couldn't do it. It's like, okay, now I don't like that. Because like right now, I can technically go over to my. You see it in the little camera there. There's the M&Ms there. I can technically have like a couple of those and not have to worry about it. But if my diet says you can't, then it's like, but why? Spino says, I'm going to go into cardiac arrest from a stroopwafel, flake, and hot chocolate. Yeah, right there, guys. Charity, you want to help Cheaty feed people in America? Click the link below for donations to the charity show on stream. Yeah, and if you do any type of donations, I think the lowest amount you can do is $3, and that is so totally like any amount helps in any shape or form. I think 3 might be the lowest just because they have to like cover transactional costs and stuff like that, especially with like PayPal and Visa and MasterCard. You know, there's payment processor fees and stuff that they have to worry about, but they try not to like make you see that, but they do have to limit like the amount of donation you can do. Oh, that's awesome. If you're gonna go say hi to Sveno, or sorry, Cynic, go tell him I say hi. But yeah, your message will come up here. You can actually leave a message on there if you like, and then your name will pop up over here. You know, Vernon Supreme was giving everyone a Hyopone. You should give everyone a Stroopwafel. Vernon Supreme? Who's that? Okay, hi Sveno. Now to go say hi to Cynic. See you soon, Bean. I remember a message coming through from Cheesecake earlier. He said that their wife, I think, heard me say that I was cracking my jaw. And he was like, she cringed. I don't think I read that message, but I did see it. It's like, yeah, that's just something I've been doing basically my whole entire life. And I'm like 36 years old now, so it's never stopped me from doing it. There's no pain. There's no issues. And it's been proven a number of times, if you're like cracking your fingers and stuff, you don't get arthritis from that necessarily. It's like just like a hereditary thing, which I don't think anybody in my family has arthritis. So I think it might be good on that one. He's a joke candidate. Vernon Supreme was a comedy politician running for office in America who said if he was elected, he would give everyone a pony. Oh, jeez. Like, I don't even want to think about, like, how much that would cost. Sveno says, I don't know the exact cause of arthritis. I don't study joints. Well, I know that my joints are pretty good. Sveno says, you should watch some of his clips. They're super fun. Oh! Holy cow. Oh, that scared me so much that the tracker actually lost its spot. That's funny. Sinful. Ah. Don't record me getting scared. Wow. But thank you so much, Sinful, for that $10 towards Feeding America. Wow, that's awesome. Great job. Great job. Great job. Thank you so much. Now your name is up there, right there. You're number 4. Right there with Mr. Catsmeet, Diamond Eyes, Sinful, yourself, Digiception up there, and my little $5 donation as well. You are amazing, Bean. You're helping feeding people in America. We are now at $85 whole of our $100 goal. And I think, whoa, hold on. Somebody, so, oh, hi. What's up? Okay, sounds good. I'll close up in here too. Thank you. I had to turn the fan off. Someone's I don't know if it's someone's running a diesel something out there or what, but there's a definite smell of diesel entering the room, so I had to turn the fan off. Let me see if I can grab his attention real quick. Hold on. Hey! They're asking how the stroopwafel was. He says, delicious. Delicious. He said it was delicious. But that's awesome, Sinful. So again, like one of the things I want to do is maybe have like a special role in the Discord server. And I think whenever you guys make your donations and you use your name like that, it does save it to like a file on the website, so I can always see who made a donation. So, like for instance, I think Digiception right now isn't in the Discord, but if they ever do join, I can like give them the role of like, hey, you did like donate to our charity. Or one of the charity live streams that we did, and then we can have like maybe a special room for the people who do that, where we can discuss like anything really. But one of the ideas is like, who do we donate to next? And the website, which is called Tiltify, I think they say they have like 6,000 different verified charities to go through. So one of them obviously being like Red Cross and stuff like that, but Feeding America is the one that I found that was like really good. And didn't require me to like put my personal information or your personal information into it. There's a couple of them out there that want to know who's getting the donation sent to them, and they're like, hey, can we have your full name and stuff like that? And I think the reason why they want to do that is because they want to make you recognized for the fact that you're doing that, so they want your like full name and all that. And I'm not a huge fan of that, having my name tied to any of that stuff. There's a couple of reasons why, but I'm not going to get into why. I just don't want my name on it. So it's more really what we're doing is like anonymized, because like you guys are using your names as Digiception, Mr. Catsby, and that stuff, going to this charity. And then for me, I'm using Hio Cheety Bird, and they're totally fine with that. So Isako says men's mental health. That's a good one. I like that one. Men's mental health. I think another one that would be really cool is, I'm not sure which one we could really do, but like something that helps benefit kids who have had like disasters happen to them. I heard something about that recently. There's a lot of kids like and not even necessarily just in the US, but just across the whole entire world, where kids have like disasters happen to them, where maybe, and this is going to get a little sad here, but maybe where the kids end up like losing their parents because of something, and they're just end up being in a situation where it's not a good situation for a young person to be. But if we could like get together and donate towards them maybe having support in some shape or form, so that they can get through those hard times, I think that'd be a really good one. I know there's charities that do this kind of stuff. Like I know Red Cross does this. I heard about that recently, where they put a little package together and they give them certain things that can help them, like reading material, maybe a really cheap MP3 player that has like MP3 files on it that have other people who have gone through really sad times in their lives, and then they explain what happened to them and then how they got through it, and then maybe like what the Red Cross did to help them get through it, and services that the Red Cross can provide if you're interested. But the MP3 player also allows them to put their own music onto it. So it's a really cheap thing that they can get given on top of other things such as food, clothing that normally you wouldn't get, like fresh underwear, socks, maybe a shirt, some kind of slack, something that just helps them in the situation they're currently in. I would love to help do that. Or well, not me, but with the help of you guys, obviously. But I love the idea of being able to help people who are in need, because I won't lie, there's been a couple times in my life where I've been in a really low spot, and there have been other people who have helped me, and I want to give back to that. So this is a great way to do it. Creeper says there are youth shelters out there. Mm-hmm. But like, for instance, like the Red Cross will go to the youth shelters and provide their services that they can offer to these kids. But of course, I obviously want to like talk to you guys about that. How do you feel about the Red Cross or whatever place that we end up going for, to help people in need? Like there is one program, I forget what the charity was, but the charity came to the school that I was at, and obviously for the privacy and stuff like that, I didn't know who had to go in and have help with their services, but they went up onto the stage in front of everybody and said, hey, if you're struggling right now and you don't have fresh clothes, food coming to you, or just in general need some kind of support to help get through your life and stuff like that, come to us and we'll see what we can do for you to help improve your life. To the whole auditorium of all these like 3rd and 4th grade kids and stuff that were in the school. Again, I don't know who ended up having to help with that, but just the fact to know that there are charities out there, or fundraising systems and stuff that help kids go through tough times, and I would love to help with that. Creeper says Goodwill can do that right off. I forget. I think it was Salvation Army also that was in a little bit of a tough spot with some of the stuff that they were doing. I forget what that was. I don't remember Goodwill being one of them. I remember Red Cross being one of the good ones, but I do know for some reason, and I mean maybe it's justified in a way, but they don't want my blood because I'm in a relationship with somebody of the same thing, you know what I mean? And I think there actually might be a legitimate reason for that. Not because they're trying to be mean to anybody like me. It's just that there are things. Maybe I don't want to get into that. But there are legitimate, like, non-hateful reasons that someone or a place like that would not want that to happen. Because there are certain things that you have to look out for, and they just don't want to have to worry about it. But of course, I do want to look into that also, because obviously I don't want to support something that is hateful towards, like people like me or like the trans community, for instance. I don't want people to be being mean to those people. It's an off-stream combo, a convo. Yeah, I got that. Thank you very much, Creeper, for keeping that in mind. You're awesome. Because like there's a couple of things that I was looking into, because I would love to have donations go towards a company over, well, not just over here, it's kind of across all of America. And I think there's ones in the UK as well called Habitat for Humanity, and basically they just have like a whole bunch of people of how do you say, what am I trying to say here, volunteers. There's a whole bunch of volunteers who get together and they get donations where they can get building materials, and then they can build houses for those who are less fortunate, and then find the people who actually need them and don't have enough income and all that stuff. And they're like, okay, here, we're going to give you this house, and it's not going to cost you anything, or maybe like at a severe discount or something, so that they can actually move in. And then they have a place to live, to call their own, which is normally they'd either be like living on the streets or something. How else would I say? They'd either be living on the streets or like suffering trying to rent in this economy right now. So it's like, hey, we'll give you this house. Maybe we'll like give it to you like where you can pay to own it, but it's like a severe discount. So like your quote unquote rental amount, your monthly amount will be like so low that you almost literally can't say no. But obviously it's like for people who actually need it, not some person who can absolutely support themselves, you know what I mean? But that's something that we have over here as well in this area. We have something like that where they build houses, or they take houses and rebuild them and clean them up, repaint all the walls, fix up all the issues and stuff, and then sell them to the less fortunate. But I found out that they're and this is nothing bad about anything in general, but they were saying that they were religious based in some shape or form, and I'm like, I don't know, so I have to look into that more before I make that decision. Like their community is really with like churches and stuff like that, for a lack of a better word, like they're running through like a religious system of some sort. So like there's certain things that you have to do, and it's like there might be some conflict of interest there, so I have to look into that. But they do good stuff. It's just like I don't want to support something that, again, is hateful towards any community. You know what I mean? Yes, it's great. You actually quite knowledgeable in this stuff. Well, I've always like ever since I started like streaming and stuff, I always wanted to use this platform to basically like, okay, we're here to help, you know, but like I don't want to get paid for this. You know, I don't want to get paid by Twitch. I don't want to get paid by donations. I love treats. This is cool right here, this thing. Because like there's no question, right? Where's the money going? You know, I don't even have to do that. Because this over here is like, it's food. What am I going to do with that? I'm going to either feed myself, Smiley, or if somebody comes over and they need a quick meal or something like that, I can throw one of those completes into the microwave here and go, here, have a little bit of food, which is not, I mean, obviously we would make them a regular meal, but if for some reason, you know, someone needed a little bit of food, I could go, hey, I've got this right here. You know, this basically, it's going to feed someone. And I feel like getting donated food makes a lot more sense than getting money and then not knowing exactly where it's going. You know what I mean? Darius says, hey, Hio, how do I check commands for stuff like duels again? It might be exclamation point commands. That's the best I can think of. But Sinful says, Cheaty, silly question. How do I change or modify my avatar on your stream? I saw a volley with hearts and emoji, and now I am wanting one too. If you're on, I don't know what you're on, but if you're on desktop, you click the video player, and over on the right hand side you'll see a little purple SA. Click that, and a control system will show up, and it'll give you an option of a volley, 600 different Pokemon and ponies, and a whole bunch of different types of things. You can even type in a search bar of what you actually want, and then once you have a volley or something, you can click in the top left hand corner where there's like a little burger menu, I think it's called, and then you click that and there'll be an option for like accessories or something. You just go through that and eventually you can find maybe like a hearts, sparkles, you name it, something to go along with it. And for some reason, it only seems to work with Avali, but if you have an Avali, you can actually have a little pet with you as well, whether it be a little robot, a little alien, a little Twitch icon, you name it. Leshy says, hey, Hi-Ho, I need to go to sleep. I am still feeling sad. Aw, Leshy, I'm sorry to hear that, Bean. I hope a nice, restful sleep helps you get through your day. If you want to, you can always have the stream running in the background, and then not trying to like make you view my finger or anything like that, but if you do like to listen to it, you can definitely do that, and just have a voice. You're over on YouTube, so when we do switch over to or I what is it called, raid somebody else, you won't get forced over to a new person. So basically, when the stream ends, it'll just go silent. So you can just fall asleep to the voice or the music in the background, and then once I'm done, it'll go blank, and then you can rest easy. Okay? Have yourself a good one, Lishy. Hugs for you. Happy dreams, Bean. You take care of yourself. Sinful says, "Oh, I see. Thank you. Of course." But yeah, I've always wanted to be able to help in some shape or form, and the fact that, because I think Tiltify has actually been around for maybe a year or two now, and I actually didn't know that you can do it in an anonymized sense. So that means like I don't have to have my name tied to it. There's no taxes included with it, because the only person touching it is Tiltify and the charity. So they deal with all the taxes and everything like that, and then we have nothing really tied to it for us. However, I do think they give you a receipt, so if you want to like I don't know if you can do it in your area or not, but if you want to because I think if you donate to a charity, you can actually write that off on your taxes, so you can do that as well. But for me, like, it means I don't have to worry anything about it. No, there's no taxes, there's no name tying to anything. And I appreciate that. I don't want to have some charity reach out and go like, hey, we want to put you on the billboard or something, which I don't think would happen to me, but I don't even want that to be a chance to happen. I don't want to be recognized like that. Lishy says, no, I sleep in silence. Okay, Bean. Well, thank you so much for hopping on in today. It's always great to see you. Happy dreams, Bean. Bye-bye. Smiley came in here just about maybe 5 or 10 minutes ago and said he's wrapping up his work right now, which means him and I are going to go and enjoy the rest of our day, because it is Friday after all. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and or night. And I will maybe talk to you guys again soon. I might try to do a weekend stream. Now that I have a working computer, I can do this. Which I've been struggling for the past 2 months. I've basically almost not been able to use this VR PC for anything VR related for the past 2 months because of the issues that I've been having. But it's working now. Look, guys, we've been live for almost 2 hours and we haven't crashed in any shape or form. We've been doing so good. This is amazing. Sinful, have a wonderful rest of your day, Bean. Happy Friday to ya.
You too have fun. And until next time, you guys, stay safe out there.
Heck yeah. And I'll have to find out why CheetoBot is not there. He doesn't seem to be on my list of programs for some reason, so I'll have to find out where he's at. But we'll figure that out. Guys, have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's find you guys someone to go to. We have 9 whole people here. Well, 11 really. But we have 9 whole people here to go and raid somebody. Let's find out who we're going to raid today. So let me put my controllers down. There we go. Don't forget to check my message. It's funny. Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah. You goober. Aw, Maze, I don't know if you're still there. That's adorable. That little picture you sent. Yeah. That's a cute Owawi. Alright guys, let's find you somebody. You're getting rid of your Varo. What the heck? Wow. I'm gonna have to ask you about that. Why are you getting? You're the one who's like, yeah, you should get a Varo, and then you get rid of yours. Wow. Let's see, Twitch.tv. Let's see who's live right now. Oh, that's perfect actually. I know we've been trying to not. I've been trying to be a little bit more, not selective, but more diverse in my selections of people that I raid. But right now, to kind of try and keep things going, I'm currently doing VR chat. But guess who else is doing VR chat? Cynic. Let's see what they're doing. Looks like they're playing a game right now. All right, guys, we're gonna go raid Cynic. Oh, crap! There it is. Cynic. We're gonna go raid Cynic, who is currently playing VR chat, so we can continue to have this nice little vibe here going. We don't really do the whole cheaty raid thing or anything like that. We just go into the chat and say hi, because Twitch loves it when you say hi to people, and so do the people who are also there. But guys, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, this is Hi-Yo Cheaty Bird signing off. I'm going to send you guys on over. Where is the chat? Twitch, where are you? There you are. All right, /raid space raid Cynic. There we go. All right, we've got 1, we've got 4, we've got 6, we've got 8, and a whole 10 viewers who are going to go over and raid Cynic. Again, guys, we just go over there, we say hi, hello, maybe tell them how your day's going, you know, and then you can go about your day. I'm going to try and say hi a little bit as well. But until next time again, guys, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye, everyone. And Sinful, thank you so much for the donation towards the towards the charity. You are amazing, Bean. Have a good day.